Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Christmas edition of the Pop Spot. I am your co-host, Andre C. Joining me, as always, it's the dirty dog himself, AWS. How you doing, sir?
Okay, well, I guess I'm the Harry of the podcast then.
You're the dirty
Which doesn't
dog.
make sense, because you're the bald one.
You're the dirty dog, bro. That's what you're now.
Hi, at least it's not Home Alone 3.
That's very true. Or Home Alone 4, or 5, or Home Sweet Home Alone.
The new one that I didn't know was a thing until yesterday.
It's a few years old at this point. It came out right around the time Disney Plus came out. But
that makes
sense. We are here to chat some Christmas. I'm decked out in my Griswold Tree Farm shirt. Gotta rep the holiday season here.
And I don't have a good holiday.
That's all right. We're here to talk some top. Yeah, there you go. That's festive. She's got blue. She's a color of her hair. That's festive.
Yeah, Northern Lights ass hair.
There you go. We're here to talk Top Talent Saves Christmas Part 4. But before we do that, I just want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Pop Spot. As always, we appreciate all of you. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can learn every time we drop new shows. Because we love talking to you. We love hearing what you think about the shows that we do.
Absolutely.
But I think we should do it. I think it's just time. Let's just talk some pro wrestling. This was Top Talent Saves Christmas Part 4.
Yep, it
was highs of high, and one specific low of low that
we will get to.
We'll get to it. That deflated the show in a way,
but it was a really good show, though.
Oh, great show! So we kick it off. Dalton Rogue, the Dirty Dalton Rogue versus Mo Cena.
Yeah. So Dalton comes out with his usual fare. He's got the unbutton. He's not the love man anymore, which is it's a distinct improvement. He's got the unbuttoning the shirt thing. That's still good. And then Time Is Now starts playing, and we all get confused. And Mo comes out. He's dressed as John Cena. He's got the ball cap. He's got the towel.
He's got his jersey on. He's got his basketball jersey on.
And people were digging it, except for one person. I wonder who that could be.
No idea. I was booing the shit out of him.
Yeah, so
there was other people chanting Cena sucks with me, so
which I mean, at least you felt validated.
I felt validated. But Mo Cena, Mr. Mo Jabari coming out as Mo Cena tonight, makes his way down the ring. Dalton ends up attacking him from behind before the bell. You get into it. Mo goes for the 5 moves of doom. But Dalton ends up doing a front flip out of the FU or AA, whatever you want to call it. Takes out Mo. He gets the CM Punk knee in the corner, then comes off the second with a disaster kick out of the corner.
You forgot. He goes for the CM Punk knee and then immediately starts thrusting in Mo's face.
Because he's dirty.
He's dirty.
Yeah. This match absolutely great. There's a great comedy spot here. Yeah. I'll let Adam talk about it. The shirt.
The what? Oh yeah, the
shirt.
Yeah, he spends. So he gets Mo down. He goes to pick up his shirt. He puts it back on, and then he spends an Ice Age buttoning it back up to the point where Mo gets up a couple times as he's buttoning it back up, and he has to kick him down again. And then once he's got it buttoned back up halfway, he then unbuttons it again.
do the striptease, but then gets cut off.
He does the striptease again because he did it during his entrance, and he's like, "Oh no, this is such a good thing. I'm gonna do it again." And take 5 minutes. Like, it was like 2 minutes out of the match, but it was fun.
Yeah. Mo ends up sending Dalton to the floor, gets a nice baseball slide on the floor, then like stands on the railing in front of us like a jerk.
And he was literally standing above you, lording over you.
Yeah, I didn't like that. He sends Dalton back in. Mo climbs up onto the apron, and Dalton hits what I'm calling it's like Jericho's triangle drop kick almost, but he hits a disaster kick instead. To Mo, sending him off the apron. Absolutely tremendous looking there.
Oh God, I had a really good idea for a name, but I think that's kind of dumb. Like if it's a triangle disaster kick, you can call it the Bermuda Triangle kick.
No, that could work. Lots more times of Mo going for the 5 moves of doom, either Brett's 5 moves or Cena's 5 moves.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the moves of doom counter at the end. Yeah. Great spot where Dalton gets Mo to the other side and hits a beautiful Orihara moonsault to Mo on the floor. Wow. Looked absolutely tremendous.
And he almost landed it. He almost stuck the landing. It was crazy.
So I need to ask. I can't remember. What was the names that we got from
crap. I was going to ask you. Oh, no. We should have written it down.
I'm so sorry, Dalton. But Dalton does his military press.
It was like a dirty something.
The dirty press into the. I can't remember what it was called. But he does
I thought it was like the dirty drop or something like that.
Oh, the dirty press into the dirty drop. So he military presses Mo up, drops him onto the top rope, goes to the top rope, does the 450 leg drop, which is the dirty drop to Mo, who's across the top rope. Looked absolutely tremendous. He only gets 2 out of it. Lots of fighting. Again, more moves of doom for Mo. They're up top. Dalton goes for Spanish Fly, gets stopped, and Mo hits the Super FU off the top. Then puts on the STFU. Dalton gets the ropes, gets pulled back to center. Another STFU. Dalton goes to the ropes, gets pulled back to center for the sharpshooter. And the dirty one taps out.
I just find it great that, you have 2 STF Mo's, as I called them, 2 STF Mo's, and Dalton does not tap. But the second he gets put in the sharpshooter, he's gone. I guess, wore him down. We have a final move of doom count of 27. I did count the sharpshooter there.
It is one of Brett's moves of doom.
Yeah, it was mostly... That count was kind of inflated with all the shoulder tackles, but
those are part of the 5 moves.
Yeah, exactly. I counted them because
shoulder block. Yeah, shoulder block. Power.
The back
spin
slam.
Out bomb. The spin out bomb. 5 knuckle shuffle. FU. Those are the 5 moves.
Yeah, those are the 5 moves.
So
the only move of doom that the only honorary move of doom we didn't see is the lightning special, and I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, we didn't see the 6th move. I was really the
Jackie Chan special.
Yeah, you learned it from Jackie Chan when he was in China or something. Yeah,
but this was a fun match. It was a fun opener. It definitely had some comedy, had some actual technical wrestling, had some high flying, and had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was a great time. So we are going to move on to the Adams aptly named KB6 Scramble.
Yeah, KB 6-way, baby. It is KB6 back in Top Talent. Wow. And he's taking on and he's taking on Alex Explosion, Esmeralda, Romano Fugazi, or as Andre said, Earth.
He's Earth.
And we have the King of Ultraviolence, Mitch Clarke. And we have Bobby Sharp, the Lion Warrior. And we have the 6th competitor, your favorite manager and mine of Big Swinging Promotions. It's Gussy Jones. And I'm like, one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah, I think it's Esmeralda, right?
I thought you were going to say Alex for a second. No, the odd one out is clearly KB6. He hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So we immediately open the match, and Gussie is trying to bribe KB6. And immediately, Andre and I are both like, well, I mean, if you take the money, you're kind of dumb because he's been known to bribe people with fake money. Quote Andre. Yeah. We get a really fun sequence as Gussie is trying to bribe KB6. I can't remember who comes behind him. I think it's Mitch Clarke, but we get a double dick punch and then a drop kick to KB6, which knocks him into Gussie Jones. Gussie goes to the outside after this, and Mitch comes out and he just starts tearing at Gussie's boot. Like he is trying to cripple him again and more and worse. We have.
I gotta give it to. Okay, before we keep going, I gotta give it to what about Ivan? Greatest intro for Gussie ever, because Gussie weighs in at a deuce and a quarter.
Nice.
From a van down by the river.
All-time classic. God.
But he didn't give him his ultimate intro that he is forklift certified. Because
in his intro video, they show him Tokyo drifting a friggin' forklift, which is sick. We get Bobby puts Alex into a Tree of Woe position, and we get the awesome hesitation Tree of Woe drop kick. Very cool. We get Fugazi goes for a big dive onto a bunch of people on the outside. But after Fugazi lands it, or after Earth lands it, Gussie manages to suplex Earth, and then he hits the most pissed off looking Gussie shuffle I've ever seen him hit. He's like full angry shuffle. It is perfect.
Yeah.
We get back into the ring, and Mitch comes up to him, and Gussie's like, no. Take the money. Trust me. Take the money, Mitch. And Mitch actually takes the money. And we did not get the chance to verify with him later if the money was fake or not. I truly hope for his sake it was real. But that sets a bad precedent.
I just don't want to see Mitch getting screwed over like I did.
Exactly. But
if he did, then we can go after we can go after Gussie in court and like for
he's sued us enough times.
He maybe we can take him to court for distributing false fake money and trying to pass off fake money as real. Maybe we can do that to him.
That's a possibility. So Mitch takes the money and he spends a little bit of time beating people up that come into the ring one by one. And at one point he looks to Gussie and he goes, "Gussie, get the tables."
And Gussie can't even get that right.
Yeah, no, he went out to get the tables and he brings back a door. This is like when you throw a tennis ball at your dog and he brings back a dead mouse or something. Okay, you brought me something, but it's not what I wanted.
Yeah, man. Gussie, come on, man. He says a table. Get him a goddamn table. Or get him a door with table legs attached to it. Because then he could call it a table. But there was nothing. It was just a door, man. Come on.
Yeah. We get a really cool spot from Mitch where he's doing the ultraviolent shake on Bobby. And he's using Bobby as a battering ram, like knocking people down in the middle of the ultraviolent shake. Yep. And he hits a big bomb and pins Bobby, but Gussie pulls Mitch off of the pin. And he's like, no, come on, man. Big power spot by KB6 where he gets Mitch and Earth on his shoulders. He struggles for a little bit, but he does manage to get...
No, it was Bobby and Mitch. It was Bobby and Mitch. It's even bigger. It's even more weight because Bobby's even bigger than Earth.
Bobby's huge. So it's Bobby and Mitch on this guy's shoulders. And he does struggle a little bit, but he does eventually manage to get them all the way up. But Alex stops him from actually hitting anything effective on them.
Would have been, I think, a double FU probably.
Yeah, it was going to be like a double
or FMO. A double Samoan or something.
Something crazy. we get towards the end of the match, and Mitch and Gussy's relationship has kind of soured. He picks up Gussy, and he hits a spindly Binley on Gussy into a chair, which, ouch. But Bobby breaks up the pin. KB gets up onto the turnbuckle and hits Gussy with a sort of like a frog splash meets an elbow drop.
Yeah, like a froggy bow.
Yeah,
like,
a froggy elbow is what I wrote.
Like Mark Briscoe's froggy bow.
Yeah, it is kind of Mark Briscoe-y. He hits that on Gussy. And Gussy, he doesn't manage to get the pin because Gussy kind of rolls out of the way and gets up onto all fours. Mitch hits KB with the chair, I believe. He hits KB. And then, he hits KB back into a kneeling Gussy Jones, into like the all fours Gussy Jones.
Backwards over Gussy.
Yeah, they do the jock and nerd spot where he falls over Gussy. Gussy rolls over KB6 while Mitch is distracted by Bobby, like they fight. So Gussy rolls over KB6 and the ref counts 1, 2, 3. Gussy Jones is the winner of the KB 6-way scramble.
Like this is the guy who like I wanted to win this match.
Yeah, you had a lot of horses in this match because obviously Mitch is number one.
Yeah, Mitch is, even though it's Ultraviolent, he's number one, and then Bobby, and then KB6, then Bobby, then Gussy, then the other two. But
yeah, sorry, Irf.
Sorry, Irf. Sorry, Alex. But come on.
Yeah, I was really hoping for Mitch to pull a win on this because the Ultraviolence. But I'm happy with Gussy winning this. He gets some glory because, like, he works really hard, all things considered. Yeah, he screws people over with fake money and he sues people for reasons that are not necessarily legal. But he's entertaining. He's a fun guy.
He is.
Yeah, I was happy with how this went.
Yeah, I just got a couple more spots I wanted to talk about in this match.
Go for it.
There's a beautiful spot where KB6 does like a schoolboy to Mitch and then just lifts him up into the one-arm powerbomb.
I can't believe I didn't write that down. That
was a great spot.
Awesome.
Where was the other one? Oh, the Soupocalypse, as we called it. Where Mitch and Bobby are just Germaning people all around the ring. The Soupocalypse going on. I
like an old boy sequence, but they're just suplexing people.
And then I gotta highlight two amazing spots from Irf, aka Esmeraldo. Yeah. He hits this beautiful spear to Gussy on the floor.
It was great,
rocking that man's world. Absolutely tremendous. And then again, to Gussy back. They're in the ring, and Fugazi pulls out this, as I'm calling it, the Fugazi blade, like the Will Ospreay hidden blade, and just bang right off the back of the head of Gussy. Oh,
that was also really good. Yeah, like Fugazi is definitely one of those new kids on the block that is like absolutely killing it. That hidden blade is so fitting considering he's Italian. Well, Romanian.
Very much so. So we move on to our third match of the show, and that is to the women's division. We get a 4-way match. It is the German powerhouse Kat Von Heez versus the Ultimate Woman, Layla Wilde, making her Edmonton debut, versus Hellion Ava Lawless versus Relentless Rylie Rose. Early on, they send Layla to or they send Rylie out. And Ava and Layla do like the arm, like spin counter around, but her arms are crossed, and then just slam her down, look really good, and then get her in a seated position and hit like double seated drop kicks. I really like that sequence.
That was a fun sequence to start it off.
Layla getting a beautiful spinning sidewalk slam. I don't remember the hoops; I didn't write it down. Big cross body off the second rope by Kat to Rylie. Huge. This was Rylie sets Kat in the corner and puts her legs up on the ropes as if like setting up for like Shattered Dreams, but then just jumps up and like double knee code breakers her out of the corner.
That Shattered Dreams code breaker looked crazy.
Yeah, that looked absolutely amazing. Layla goes for the Russian leg sweep, but Rylie ends up fighting it off and hits an unprettier. Rylie ends up getting Kat like into the ropes at one point where she's like folded over the rope, starts giving her kicks in the rope, and like then just hits a boot, running boot. Ava hits knees and lariats and more knees to Rylie, then gets her up and hits the backpack stunner, but Kat breaks pin. Then Kat hits a sit-up powerbomb to Ava for 2. Layla hits this beautiful standing moonsault to Kat.
Beautiful.
And then the Kat's taken out. Rylie comes in. She grabs Layla in for like the Sister Abigail, boots Ava in the face, taking her out. Hits the Sister Abigail, or as I like to call it, the Twisted Rose, and pins Layla for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Rylie Rose is your winner.
It was a really, really fun match. I have a couple of spots you didn't talk about. One, Rylie, midway through the match, I believe this is on Ava. She has Ava in the corner, and she pulls her out and hits a brutal-looking mic check into the turnbuckle. It was brutal-looking. And the other one, because I'm a sucker for a surfboard, Ava locks Layla Wilde in a chin lock surfboard. It was really well applied, really cool looking. I think I can confidently say that surfboard's probably in my top 5 submission moves of all time. So I'm just a huge sucker for a surfboard.
Oh, sorry, I got 2 more. I skipped over. I'm sorry. There was the 4-way Tower of Doom spot with Kat on the bottom doing the powerbomb to Rylie and Layla, who then double suplex Ava over at the top. Oh my God, that was a great move. The beautiful Tower of Doom there. And then there's another spot, like combo spot, where Ava ends up hitting Eat Defeat to Kat, and then Rylie comes in with this like pump kick to Kat's face, taking her out. Oh, yeah. Just the kind of tandem of that move was actually really good.
Yeah, no, it was really very good.
Yeah, I just want to talk about for a minute. We've seen Rylie a bunch. I think she's evolved tremendously, and you can see it in her. She spent the last month or so down in Mexico training with Lucha, Lucha School is working with like Super Crazy and others down there. Learning some lucha style, and I think that's absolutely tremendous. You can kind of see it, like she's tightening up her stuff, and she's like just looking better and better every time we see her. She's doing absolutely incredible. Ava's always looking great. She's doing great stuff. Kat, we've seen her forever, and she's just always. But
she's always in top form, yeah.
But then Layla making her Edmonton debut here. I know she's been wrestling here on the Calgary scene for the last while, but we finally get to see her up here, and she's absolutely incredible. She's called herself the Ultimate Woman. I think she looked really good in there.
She has a great look.
Held her own with all 3 of these very, very much more experienced wrestlers, as far as I'm aware. I honestly don't know what Layla's experience is because I haven't really found out, but hung in there with all 3 of them, and absolutely incredible. I think this women's match was absolutely tremendous here.
Yeah, it's another situation where I would love to see Layla again. It's very similar to the situation in August with Vicky, where Vicky came in, was a usual Calgary talent, and now that she came up, she's coming out to more shows. So I hope the same happens with Layla, because I really enjoyed how she worked in this match.
Yeah, me too. I hope because like Vicky's been working in RCW recently. We've seen her there. She's now the RCW Women's Champion. I Layla working some RCW shows. I know she's worked them in Calgary. I'd love to see her work some Edmonton shows. I'd love to get to ring announcer out for RCW.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Maybe she's around for the Boxing Day Brawl. We do not know.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So we move on to our next match of the show. Adam, take it away, buddy.
Oh yeah, fair enough. You had to go take your break during this. We got a singles match. It is Harlan Abbott versus Scorpius. Coming off of this, like beginning this match, I think these two could make some really good magic together. I love Scorpius. He's definitely one of my favorite technical heads in the scene. And Harlan is, he's always really good at making matches. So we begin with a little musing during Harlan's entrance for me. It's I think Harlan got a bigger hat, because I don't know if I'm crazy, but I swear his miter is bigger than the last time I saw it.
It's very possible.
Yeah. There's a lot of feeling out.
And this is not to be mean, but he needs a bigger hat to keep that ego in check,
There's a lot of feeling out. It's pretty slow to start out. I've been noticing a pattern with most of Harlan's single matches where there's a lot of feeling out and chain wrestling at the beginning, and then they actually get into the real meat of the match 5 minutes in. We get a really awesome leg flip spot to what was I writing there? Leg flip spot. Oh geez, I'm gonna skip that. We get a beautiful headbutt from Scorpius into a springboard, but that springboard was then caught by Harlan, and then Harlan hit an F5. Very fun little mini sequence there. We get probably one of my favorite moves of the match, where Scorpius does the Ziggler elbows.
Oh, that's the first note I took.
Yeah. And on the last one, instead of doing the hair thing, he looks at the crowd and he goes, "Are you not entertained?" And then hits the last elbow.
That hits the jumping elbow, yeah.
I love that. That is, I love the gladiator gimmick, and that is such a great move. Please keep doing that. Mm-hmm. We get Harlan holding up a vertical suplex. He holds it, and I'm lucky I was keeping time. He holds it for exactly 13 and a half seconds, so good for you, Harlan. We get Harlan doing the thing he does in every match, where he looks at his opponent and he says, "Stay down, they don't care about you." So Harlan just likes to gaslight his opponents. Yeah.
Yep. But again, Scorpius is getting more boos and cheers in this match. Harlan was getting
the crowd loves cheers. Harlan.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Scorpius gets Harlan in the corner, jumps up, hits the 10 count punches, then goes to jump down, and I think he's going for a snake eyes boot. But as he bounces off the rope, Harlan bounces out of the corner and hits him with a spear. Just spears him out of his boots. We get another springboard disaster. We get a springboard disaster block, actually, not a disaster kick, where it's a springboard into a shoulder block. It's a springboard disaster block. We get Scorpius hits his thumbs down, and then he hits, I think it's a sort of a suplex buster thing for 2. We get Harlan hitting a burning hammer for only 2, which made me think, dang, I remember when this was a Megadeth move. We get the
in the 2010s, whenever he would hit it, it was like an ultimate finisher for him when he was hitting it in the 2010s. So
yeah, we get Scorpius pulling Harlan out of a seated position in the corner into a Omega spine buster, and then immediately into a jackknife cover for 2. Scorpion hits a claymore for 2. There's a big German.
That sequence was amazing because he ended up doing a backflip off the top over Harlan, then hits the rope and hits the claymore. That was impressive.
Yeah, he did the Daniel Bryan spot. It was cool. And then Harlan hits a big German suplex on the Scorpius into a last ride powerbomb for 2.
He got the German off of a missed buckshot lariat also.
Yeah, he did get that German off of it. Then a bit later in the match, Scorpius reverses the superplex, then hits his buckshot lariat for 2. We get the Harlan signature superplex where he pops back up and stands up into the healer driver, which is reversed into a springboard os cutter. That's a 2.
He was still late on that cover too, so Like they hit the mat and they're both down for a few seconds before Scorpius could get over top. So like he kind of lost out on the delayed cover.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a perfect finishing spot, but it is what it is. Then we get the finish. Harlan, Scorpius goes up for a moonsault, and Harlan, I believe it's a super kick. He super kicks.
No, he up kicked him. He was still laying, but he like
put right. Yeah, no, he did instead of bringing the knees up, he brought the foot up. He kicks Scorpius in the face mid moonsault. It pops up after that, and then immediately hits a healer driver on Scorpius and picks up the win in a svelte 28 minutes.
Really good match, though. Like
it was real. Again, I say a lot of things, but I cannot. I respect Harlan and his ability to go. He is a phenomenal worker. He has been on TV in the past. He will be on TV again. We know it. He's definitely incredibly well seasoned. He is. No wonder he runs his own promotion. It is great. He is very good, and this was a very well worked match.
Yeah, absolutely great. Like again, strong match. They some of the stuff they do was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we move on to a tag team match. We get Gabriel Lestat and Raiden the Destroyer against Trent Hendricks and Weston King with Gussy Jones. Or do
we? So before this match even started, when this match was announced, I was like, this is a weird pairing, Gabriel and Raiden. Like, I mean, I was trying to think of reasons they would team together. I guess they're both kind of moody. They're both kind of like dark-ish characters. I'm just imagining them like posted up at a bar, and Gabriel's like, "Hey man, I need to find a partner for this tag match in December." And then Raiden's like, "Yeah, I've got nothing going on."
Now you say, I just imagine those two out at the clubs just trying to like pick up girls and stuff.
If we have any animators in our audience, please animate
that. Like Raiden in his mask, but wearing like one of the suits from what's the movie with Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan?
Oh fuck!
Oh my god! Night at the Roxbury. In those suits, just like Raiden, just in his mask, just
them sitting in the car doing the "What Is Love."
And then Gabriel, like in the suit, but instead of the suit jacket, he's got his jacket on instead, but it's still the rest of the suit, and he's just like, I can just imagine.
Oh my god! If we have any animators in the audience, please animate that.
That's all I want now, man.
I need that in my life.
I got something for Jossie to draw now.
Yeah. So Raiden comes out first, and you know he's doing his entrance, you know, the pose and whatnot, and we're waiting for Gabe to come out, and then we get a video up on the screen of. We need to talk about something after this match. Of Weston and Tren outside, and they're hoisting up a man.
Gussie and Tren lifting Gabriel's limp body.
Weston is overseeing them. Yeah, they're trying to lift Gabriel into the trunk of a car without a license plate. By the way,
yeah, that's a little.
It's like Gussie's burner car or something.
It's what Gussie calls his drinking car.
Yeah. So they eventually get Gabriel into the trunk, and I believe it's Gussie, or is it? No, it's Tren that drives off. Tren drives off with him.
Drives off with it because you got the shot of Tren and Weston walking together.
Okay, so Gussie did drive him off. So Gussie drove Gabe off, and then Weston comes out. So Weston does his entrance, and you know it's still a great entrance.
And now we're waiting for Tren.
Yeah, we're waiting for Tren. Weston grabs the mic, and he's like, "Yeah, Gabriel's not coming. I took his." And he also came out with Gabriel's jacket as well. I want to point that out. So he's like, "Gabriel, I took your lunchbox," and he holds up the briefcase, and he's like, "I took your jacket." And now I am going to win this match. I don't need Tren doing my dirty work for me. So,
and he said Trent was busy doing something for him,
which like we saw him enter the building with you in that video. Whatever. But unfortunately, this is now a singles competition with Weston King. Very well done. Graphics department. The budget is
top tier
right now.
Top tier graphics department here.
Yeah. So we have Weston King versus Raiden. Weston versus and Raiden, as the graphic says. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah. So all that stuff. Weston ends up kind of getting the advantage early, attacking. Gets Raiden down the corner, but he misses the cannonball, and then gets tossed around by Raiden. And then we get the corner lariat and the sidewalk slam by Raiden. They end up doing like a running double cross, like running each other and bang, and like smashing off each other with a double cross there. Weston ends up reversing a power bomb into a beautiful, how did you call it? The boss man, the black hole boss.
The black hole boss man wins of King.
So the black hole slam, Boston slam, winds of change, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Weston hits it for 2. But yeah, I like it. The black hole boss man wins of King.
Yep, there it is. That's what it's called now.
Yeah. Raiden ends up pulling Weston off the top into a beautiful power bomb for 2. They're fighting up top, and like King's like sitting on the corner, but he slips down, pulls Raiden's head into the corner. You're thinking he's going for a cheeky Nando's kick, but he hits what I'm calling the big booty Nando's kick.
It's like if the New Day opened up a Nando's.
Yeah, he hit the big boot. It's a big boot Nando, big booty Nando's. He hit a big booty
Nando's. I personally really loved that he took advantage of his opponent's mask, and he pulled that mask so he could pull Raiden into position for the big booty Nando's. Very well done.
He hits the big booty Nando's and pulls him under his shoulder, gets him up, torture rack bomb, but he only gets 2. Yeah. And then Gussie makes his return. He must have drove the car into a ditch and then ran back to the venue.
He took it to his van down by the river.
Oh, that's what Trent was doing. Trent was following in a follow car to get Gussie to bring him back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he must have been doing. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
And because of how buff he is, he was in a muscle car.
Yeah. So Gussie arrives back, but ends up taking a lariat from Raiden. So Weston takes advantage of the distraction, hits a crowning achievement on Raiden, but he can only get 2. So Weston goes for the BKE, as we're calling it, instead of the BME. It's the BKE, the best King Salt ever. But
he misses it again.
And then Raiden picks him up, choke bomb for the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Somewhere Nigel is very sad.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry, Nige.
Yeah, sorry, Nige. He once again missed his moonsault. I swear, the day he actually hits his moonsault is the day that Weston King Sucks retires.
Well, he's already hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it a couple months ago, but then it didn't work.
Well, it's still only 1 out of like the 30 he's tried. So 1 out of 30 ain't bad, I guess. But yeah, no, this was a fun match. Raiden hitting his choke bomb for the finish there.
Yeah. I thought a good finish. I will say, I am a big fan of Trent Hendricks. I have become a fan of this dude, man. Like, he's been absolutely incredible. And not getting to see him, I was like, oh, I thought we were gonna like with the video of them walking back in. I thought we were gonna get like a handicap match.
I thought so too.
Oh, I was a little bit like disappointed and get to see Trent Hendricks. Like I think this match was absolutely incredible. I think these two did a great job in this match. I just wish I could have seen Trent Hendricks.
I would have liked to see Trent Hendricks. I would have been okay seeing Gabe too, but like I kind of knew that Gabe wasn't going to be there because I was pretty sure he was still in Mexico at that point.
He was murdered. He was the murderer in the back of a car, man.
Oh, right, fair point.
You
see, as he was being driven away, he turned into a bat and then he flew back to Mexico.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what happened.
Well, no, if they staked him to turn back into a bat, he would have been dead.
Fair point.
Until the stake is removed, he can't come back to life.
That's a fair point. I was sad we didn't get to see Trent because he's like everything Andre said. He's like been a breakout star this year, and we didn't get to see him, and I was sad. Before we get to the main, there is something we missed earlier that we need to talk about.
Sorry. Yeah, I have a graphic for that.
You have a graphic for it? Great. So yes, our boy Krieger, who is currently in Scotland right now. He's wrestling for one of his old promotions. All blessed of the king of the triple threat.
He's in a triple threat match.
Yeah, in a triple threat match. Yes. So
please tell me he's defending I really hope he's defending the king of the triple threats, because then that would officially make it the king of the threats world championship.
Yeah, exactly. And then he could truly be the Scottish king of the triple threat. But they were announcing about the next show, and we'll get to that later. But then Ivan directs our attention to the big screen, and we get a Krieger promo in a Scottish castle. Ugh! It was so good. And he's talking about standing his ground, how we're lucky to have him. He's like generational talent. He's a Scottish king. He's our king of Scotland. And he's really sick of all of the bad attitude he's getting in Canada. But he is still going to come back because he is better than all of us. So we got the big graphic and the more important graphic than the guest that's coming in at the next show. At the next Top Talent show, Krieger will be returning. Very happy about that.
Friday, February 20th.
We get the glorious return of our King of Scotland. So yes. I am so happy about that.
Yes.
Now we can get to the main. My apologies.
To the main event. We have our main event of the Top Talent Pro Wrestling Saves Christmas Part 4. It is a holiday heist match, which is the title for the fourth.
Yeah, that's the fifth one. That's the fifth one.
It's the holiday heist. So it's a holiday heist match. It's the Wet Bandits, the team of, as I'm calling them, Harry Anderson and Marv Shabaz.
Very, very nice. And they're taking
versus I'm calling him Jesse Claus because that's how I refer to him. But it's Jesse Claus and Kevin McCalister, who is played by Pete from Stryker.
Pete Klassen, the lead singer of Stryker.
I think he's the bassist and one of the vocalists, anyways.
Oh, he's a vocalist. My bad. I thought he was. I thought he was the lead. My bad. But yeah, no.
He's one of the vocalists for them. Yeah.
Pete from Stryker and Santa Claus, aka Jesse Claus, versus the Wet Bandits. Before we actually talk about the match itself, I am super impressed with the amount of detail they put into Harry and Marv's outfits. Mm-hmm. They have everything from the movie. Like Sheik's out Marv is out barefoot. Harry's got the feathers on him. Marv has like the 4 flashlights around his body.
And then he's got like marks on his face from the bricks.
Yeah, that's the thing that confused me because, I'm not going to say that the time stream is a simple thing, but like Kevin grew up. Kevin is all grown up in this match. But Harry and Marv look like they just went through the events of Home Alone 1. Well,
and 2, because the bricks are from 2.
And 2. Yeah, I forgot about
that. So I feel like Harry's been pulled out of time from Home Alone 1, and Marv's been pulled out of time from Home Alone 2. And yeah.
And then Kev just grew up. Okay, yeah, that's damn.
I worked through time for this match.
Top Talent Wrestling, the only Edmonton promotion that has access to a literal time machine.
Or they've been constantly trying to get to Kevin for all these years, and he keeps using these straps. And they've been hit.
And they keep working? God, I guess they aren't that smart. Oh, well. But yeah, no, the Wet Bandits are here. They're trying to steal Christmas, as it is.
So, the Wet Bandits were out first, and then out comes Kevin McCalister. Then Santa comes out, and the Wet Bandits trying to get into Santa's face on the outside. And so Kevin jumps up on the apron and then hits a running cross of the Wet Bandits on the floor before the match starts. Absolutely fun spot there.
Very fun, very fun.
the spot where Harry Anderson ends up taping Kevin's mouth shut, and then the ref rips it off, and he does the Home Alone.
I think the one they did for the promo was better because it was him shaving, and then he puts the aftershave on, and he does it, and he's like, God damn, why does that happen every time? Like, it's been 25 years, and he's been shaving, and he's still not used to it.
Mm-hmm. Harry choking Santa, so Harry ends up slamming Santa and yells, "I slammed Santa's fat ass."
That was great.
And AKA Harry is Andy and Marv is Shiki. If y'all hadn't gotten that
if you haven't been paying attention to their last names.
Yeah. Harry ends up choking Santa with his own beard as he ripped the beard off, only to reveal another beard underneath. Jesse's beard underneath the beard.
I just realized he has 2 layers of beard.
Yep. Marv ended up whipping Santa with Santa's belt. Kind of a weird kink, but Shaman.
I had something here about that where, Marv whips Santa, and then Harry said he's gonna make Santa his slave, and I thought, God, is this a wrestling show or an Ultimate Warrior comic?
Hey! He's just making Santa. If he's making Santa his slave, he's making Santa. He's just doing what Santa does to the elves. So
I mean, yeah, but I find it funnier if I equate it to that awful Ultimate Warrior comic where he makes Santa naked and enslaves him.
So Marv ends up hitting a couple of leg drops on Santa for 2. Man, so many points in my notes. Santa is it when I type Santa in and then press space, it changed it to Santana.
Probably because he keeps showing up.
Well, maybe because I typed Santana into my phone so many times, it defaults from Santa to Santana. It's crazy. Santa ends up fighting back with a big double lariat to both Wet Bandits, hits a hot tag to Kevin, who hits a double crossbody off the top.
Yeah.
Drop kicks to both Wet Bandits. He hits the bulldog and lariat combo to the Wet Bandits, gets a 2 count.
I literally for this hot tag segment I wrote big crossbody, elbows, drop kicks, big boots, bulldog clothesline combo. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Harry ends up fighting back and hits as we're calling it now. I'm at least for now I'm calling it the lobotomizer onto Kevin, which is the splash mountain into the power bomb.
Yes, the lobotomizer. It is
lobotomizer from
great
Harry
name
for Kevin. Marv ends up dumping out a bag of, I think it was candy and Jingle Bells.
It looked like candy, and I didn't see Jingle Bells, but it looked like
Jingle Bells. I could be wrong. But Santa comes in. He took Santa's sack to dump everything out, and it was candy and like Jingle Bells and stuff. So Santa comes in, slams Marv onto them, but he only gets 2 when the ref gets taken out.
Yep.
The Wet Bandits get a shovel, and Harry goes to hit Santa, but ends up hitting Marv in the face, taking out Marv. And then Santa goes up, or Santa hits a spear to Harry, goes to the top, hits a moonsault to Marv.
Oh God!
Absolutely incredible. And then we have to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with this. So Kevin, Pete. I'm gonna say Pete because it feels weird to call him Kevin at this point.
Yeah.
He goes to the top rope, and he goes to hit a shooting star. Unfortunately, be it adrenaline or whatever, he definitely shot out too far, and he didn't rotate quite enough. He Brock Lesnar'd himself.
Right on his face.
Right on his face. And he went down in a heap. That was supposed to be the finish, and Santa, but because he couldn't do it, Jesse crawled over and got the pin on one of the Wet Bandits. It was a really grim scene for a while as the show ended because Pete was not moving. Everyone was concerned for his safety. They threw up the X. There was a lot of that. Eventually, and I mean eventually, after a lot of talking, we did see movement, and like this is after Ivan wrapped up the show and everything. And by the way, credit to What About Ivan being a consummate professional in this really tense situation, doing what he needed to do and ending the show properly. I would not be able to do that sort of thing in that sort of situation, especially this is the first time I've seen this live. All the credit to What About Ivan.
I just imagine like Ivan trying to do the wrap. I couldn't even imagine trying to do a wrap up after something crazy like that. I'd be frozen. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't be able to fucking do anything. But eventually, and I mean eventually, we do see movement from Pete, and we do get a thumbs up from him and a thumbs up from Jesse. The crowd chants and cheers for Kevin, but Pete.
Even the camera guy's like, chant Pete. And I'm like, what? That's what I thought.
Yeah, and they're like, and then he's like, okay, be lame. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm like, dude, everybody, I'm like, I can't change it. They're all chanting Kevin.
Yeah, they're all one voice.
That's the character he's been playing this whole show.
Yeah. I mean, so eventually he does get movement. But as we were leaving the venue, we did see an ambulance pull up. So we were really concerned about the man's safety. Fortunately,
before we left, we did see him. He was moving his legs.
Yeah.
There was a paramedic or a medical professional of some sort who was part of was hired, brought in by the show or the venue or something. He was checking on him. He was doing tests on him. He was moving his legs. He was moving his arms. They had him they didn't let him move. They had his head stabilized and everything.
Yeah.
Because again, he landed on his face. That could be neck trauma. And then we did see this morning on Pete's stories on his Instagram that he is up and about. He had a bloody face.
He busted his face on that.
But in bloody lips, bloody face. But he is up and moving around. So it takes it just takes a load off you.
Considering how that move deflated the crowd and everyone was so scared for him. Seeing that post and like when I woke up was a huge relief because I went to bed worried for him. He seems to be okay at this point. All the best in his recovery. I hope it's a speedy recovery and whatnot. It was terrifying, but I don't want that to like be a pure wet blanket on the show. Pun not intended.
But it's so hard.
It was. It literally. Well, that was the last.
It was such a fun. It was such a fun match, and then that happens, and that's kind of like you heard everybody like, oh, when he's doing the move, and then just
the crowd.
Like, you heard air go out of the crowd, like everybody just like like that, and all the air was out of the crowd. It was like crickets.
Yeah. It was horrifying. It was an incredible, like, I don't say this to be funny. Like, it was an incredibly grim scenario at the end of this guy who we didn't know at the time possibly could have broken his neck with Christmas carols playing in the background. It was incredibly grim. Thank goodness he's moving. Thank goodness he's up and about. I wish you a speedy recovery, Pete. And that was if anyone was in the crowd and saw that, like, gee, I'm sorry.
And again, I'm very happy. And if he's healthy and he's okay, I would love to see him come back because he was absolutely incredible in this.
He did great. He was so good.
Yeah, outside of knocking in the rotation on Shooting Star, which is an incredibly difficult move to do.
Like, for a first-time match, absolutely.
Forward while doing a backwards rotation is not like as gymnasts practice that shit like crazy to learn to do those flips, right? Like, and they crash burn a lot early on. So like to do what it did took incredible guts. And what the rest of the match, he was working absolutely incredibly. Like he looked so good. Like he looked better than a lot of guys. Because I'm pretty sure this is his first match. Training with top talent for months.
Yeah.
But like, I would love to see him come back. Like,
absolutely.
As Pete Klassen. Like, come in as Pete Klassen. Be the dude striker. I would love to see him back in here doing more because I think he's for only just pretty much his first match, as far as I know. Like, absolutely incredible.
On a scale of celebrities wrestling, he is in the upper half.
100%. Like, I've seen so many wrestlers do badly, and like he took it seriously. Like Jack Black did when he trained to do Nacho Libre.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Stephen Amell when he trained to go wrestle in WWE and then eventually in ROH and everything.
Like David Arquette, which even though like a lot of people give him crap, like in his later days when he was wrestling on the indies, he took it way seriously.
Even in the 90s, he trained seriously before he ever stepped in the ring. He was training. Like, it wasn't like he just said, "I want to do this week." No, he trained, and because he took all that training for the movie. Like, he went through full training to do the movie and everything. So like he was very impressive.
Absolutely.
And I would love to see him come back and do more because I think it'd be really fun to see him. Maybe we get Stryker playing him out at some point. I don't know.
Oh, that would be sick. Get like a little metal concert. Oh yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, no, I definitely would love to see Pete back because this match was incredibly fun up until the end. It was a very, very like everyone was doing their part. Sheik had a wig. Sheik looks great with a head of hair. And there was a moment where he was having trouble keeping it on, so he got some tape and he tried to tape his wig on. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So I just got sent this.
Yeah.
So this is off of Sheik Shabaz's stories from after the match. That's from getting hit by the shovel.
Rough night at the office. I saw that.
That's from getting hit by the shovel. Just right on the top of his head. Dang.
Yeah, dang indeed.
But yeah, so from here, it's time to give our matches of the night.
I do think we're in sync here. I'm pretty sure. But I will say that it was really close between my actual pick and the Fatal 4-Way women's match. Very good match, that one. But match of the night is the Scramble. Very happy with how that went. Again, Gussie winning. It's definitely in the middle of people I wanted to win because obviously Mitch. But it was still a really fun match. Everyone had their moment in the sun. Everyone had the ability to do some fun stuff. Again, Fugazi had some of that spear is probably in like top 5 spears I've ever seen live. Very happy with it. Very happy with this match. What about you?
So even though the wrong man won, I'm going with the opener. The more I sat on it, like right after the show, I was saying the Scramble's my favorite, but the more I sat on it and thought about it till this morning, we're recording this on Saturday morning, the morning after the show. The one match I've been thinking about most is Mo Cena versus Dalton Rogue, and absolutely incredible contest from both these men. And I got to give it to I'm like 75% giving my match tonight to Dalton Rogue and like 25% to Mo Jabari. But yeah, it's mainly going to Dalton Rogue. Just so you know, Mo.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
He gets 75% of the award. You get 25%.
Yeah. That was a fun show.
But my friend, we have come to the end of another episode of the Pop Spot. But before we get out of here, we're going to let you know where you can find us. So, my friend, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on the Blue Sky at awscomedy.bluesky.social. You can find me on the Instagrams at awscomedyeg. And if you want to check out the Morphomania podcast, it's a fun little podcast where me and my buddy Andreas and my second best friend at this point, Malcolm, we chat and we watch Power Rangers. It was actually really fun. Small sidebar. I met someone at the show yesterday who did work with the film company that worked Power Rangers, and she knew one of the writers for the New Zealand era, and that's very cool. Can't wait to get there. You can check out the Morphomania. You can check out the Morphomania podcast. I swear we are going to actually record some season 2 Lord Zed era at some point when Andreas finally finishes editing the episodes, and we absolutely want Andre back. And a quick little shout out to the Grindstone Theater, as I always do. Grindstone, great place. very fun subsidized theater space for new and emerging artists. They are going on holiday at this point. They will be closed until the new year after today, which honestly is fair. Everyone needs time to go celebrate the holidays. But they are still running their Christmas themed, and I'm going to recommend their Christmas themed show, Die Harsh, a parody musical of Die Hard. I might be going tonight. I haven't decided yet. I have a ticket, but I probably will be going tonight to see it. I'm excited. They are running that throughout the rest of the holiday season, I believe. I don't have the specific dates. But you can check out all of their dates and all their ticketed shows at grindstonetheater.ca. Pick up a ticket, go see a show, support local theater, and help them keep the lights on. My favorite place in the city at this point, besides wrestling. And that's it for me. Andre C., where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me on the X and Blue Sky at That Canada Guy, Instagram and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me over on our local establishment where I do my shows Point of View every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, where we talk to weekend sports. We chat English football. We chat F1 but the season is now over. We chat hockey. We chat. We will chat some curling this season because I've been catching a bit of curling this year. I love a good curling match. And then we do our NFL picks every Sunday, picking our picks for the week. The scores are very close with myself, Bobby, and Ed all tied with 138 points right now, going into week 16. And yeah, our week 16, week 15. Whatever week it is this week in football. Yeah, week 16. And we're going into week 16, and we're all tied at 130 points with the viewers in a little bit back with, I think, 124 points. Yeah, it's a really fun little pick. Cool. So get in the chat, make some picks. It's really fun. And then you can also find me right here on Backbreaker Video, where I do my show, The Pop Spot. We're on the Pop Spot here. But
your show.
Our show, The Pot Spot.
Thank you.
But sorry. But
no, it's fine.
There's some other great content right here on Backbreaker Video. If you want to watch Mike the Ref, he goes live every Wednesday and Saturday for AEW, for Dynamite and Collision, and sometimes on Thursdays when they do a Thursday Collision, he goes live on Thursdays. So lots of great content doing this lives after those shows. Or during those shows for the watch-alongs. You can check him out there live on YouTube, so you can watch the replays of those and watch along with him if you want to play the stream on your own TV or something. I don't know. But you can do that. Also, a lot of great other wrestling content on there. Lots of great old matches in the archives of Backbreaker Video. But you can also check over at Twitch, where he plays live video games at twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. While playing gaming, you can see the replays of all this great gaming content at youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming for all the great gaming content he has over there.
Shout out to Top Talent.
Oh, yeah, one more time. Forgot. Shout out to Top Talent. Go to TopTalentWrestling.com for all the information you need. They are back on Friday, February 20th with Microman. The graphic isn't out yet. I haven't seen a graphic out yet. But
more importantly, the return of Krieger.
Return of the King of the Triple Threats returns on February 20th. So check that out. TopTalentWrestling.com. It gives you a link to the Ticketmaster to get your tickets.
Can I get a pop for that?
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. One quick thing about the can, by the way. I do love me some Orange Crush. But in the new year, if people see me at shows and you want me to use a specific can during the Can I Get a Pop for that, do let me know and bring me cans, because I would love to. Look, I love Orange Crush, but I want to mix it up, you know?
Mix it up in a glass, but keep can, man. Dang it. Okay.
I just want to try. I want to try some new stuff. So if you have any cans you want me to use, you bring them to me at shows. That brings me to the end of.
Is to bring him a very odd cans
or bottles. Like if you bring me weird ass soda, I will show it on the show.
But it better be full so he can drink it before he shows it on the show.
Absolutely. We're turning this into a wrestling and pop review.
We're gonna
that brings us to the end of another episode.
Have some new stuff in the new year. So we have one more show coming out this year.
Yep.
Will be the coverage of Boxing Day Brawl. And we'll have we're going to be chatting about what's coming up in the new year, some shows, some new stuff that we're bringing out, that will kind of go over the poppies and what we're doing for our award show. The 2025, the 2025 poppies are coming out in January. Yes.
Yep.
The 2025 awards are coming out in 2026, as it should be, because we need to.
As it should be. Because the Game Awards are wrong.
They are. When the deadline ends in mid-November, you're wrong.
Yep. The deadline should be December 31st. I agree with that. But yeah, no, we'll be releasing a year-end wrap-up show where we talk about the year in review. We'll do the poppies in January, and we'll talk about some new stuff, new exciting stuff that we're going to be doing in the new year.
We'll have plenty for you on the next episode. We'll kind of give you a preview at the end of the show of the whole new year for what comes with the Pop Spot here on Backbreaker Video.
Absolutely. Now that brings us to the end of another Yuletide edition of the Pop Spot. This has been my friend Andre C with his Griswold sweater. I have been on AWS. I have not been Andre C. I've been AWS. Make sure you go down to the comments, comment, like the video, subscribe to Backbreaker Media to get all of your great Pop Spot and Mike the Ref content. And until next time, stay poppin'. Bye-bye.